Hello, today we're looking at using modules in Rust. Chapter 6.1 of the Rust reference, if you want to look at it. I've created a project using Cargo new. That's created me the basic directory structure. What I'm interested in though is within source, I've got a main.rs which was created by Cargo new. The workspace, which is the VS Code workspace, we can ignore that for the purposes of this. Nested, so we're looking at the difference between having a nested source file and one that's not nested. So just move that. What I've created is a function in a nested file, and I've created a struct in a file that is not nested. So if we look at the directory structure again here, you see we've got the nested, which is the function. So the function's in the nested directory, and not nested is the struct. So that's the code. All it's doing is just printing the function name. And the struct is basically storing the name, engine, doors for an imaginary car. So if I expand this, you can see the codes here. I'm using the function on line 6, and I'm creating a car on line 8 and another car on line 15. The car on line 15, interestingly, uses the struct update syntax, which is where you can use an existing instance of a struct and just append any additional bits of information that vary from the first one. So the three important things here really are lines 1, 2, and 3. If we get these wrong, the code won't compile. So mod nested, mod not nested. So for the not nested file, which is the struct, which lives in the same level as main, all we need to do is just call the module using mod not nested. Line 3. The difference here is with the nested file, we need to create a mod.rs in the directory which nested resides. So pub mod nested. Without that, our code won't compile. We do cargo build, doesn't compile. Put cargo build back, does compile. Also, what we've used is create ; nested. So that's pertaining to nested here. Nested second time, which pertains to this nested. And then function, which is the name of the function within the file called nested within the directory called nested. Also, we again use mod. So we use mod nested. So if I'd only used the struct, which lives in the top directory, we could have got away with just doing that and doing that, and it builds. So without the function, you just call mod not nested. With the function, we need to do mod nested, where nested matches the name of the RS file. And then we use create ; nested, the directory name, nested where is the file name, and then function, which is the function name. So putting it all together, if we do cargo build, we've seen it already compiles. And if we do cargo run, just move this up a bit so we can see the output. There we go. So called my function. So line 6 produces that, because function use create function. So these two lines allow function to call function which lives in the nested.rs. car1 equals Audi. That comes from line 20, which is printing out the car name from the struct car1. Car2 name comes from here, line 16. So car2 is basically saying use the car struct, name BMW, and then use all of the same values afterwards that were used for car1. Finally, car2 has number of doors, car2.doors. So although car2, we don't see number of doors mentioned anywhere, because we've specified use car1 apart from the name, it's getting a number of doors from here, from line 11. So that is an overview of how to import a crate and separate your code into modules. The documentation is chapter 6.1 doc.rust-lang.org, and that's the directory structure that I've used for this video. So I created a nested directory, and then I created my function inside that file. My struct was at the same level as my main here. If you want to use tree, you may have to install it on Unix, Linux. Tree space hyphen capital L space 3. If you wanted to only do two levels, there you go. Did one. So it just, the number after decides how many levels deep you want to display. Thank you for watching. I'm back soon.